Lupin III, the movie, The Immortal Bloodline, is directed by Takeshi Koike. He actually did a whole bunch of OVAs in the last couple years, since 2017. So this movie is the fifth and final culmination of all of his OVAs. His new timeline is basically a remake of some of the older Lupin III specials. So it's a bit more mature, a little bit more violent, more cinematic. They're going for something different, kind of closer to the manga, where Lupin's not as cheeky and silly. He's a bit of a perv, and Fujiko's, seductress more and more violent. So it's a different kind of vibe, but the animation's beautiful. The movie starts with a recap of the other four stories. The movies themselves, they're only 54 minutes long each, so they were released in Japan theatrically, but not here in Canada. So if I wanted to watch them, I'd have to pay $20 each for only an hour OVA, and didn't get around to doing that. But there's Jigen's Gravestone, and then there's a Goemon's Blood Spray, Fujiko's Lie, and then Inspector Zenigata versus two Lupins. So they're basically redoing some old stories and making up some new ones. And the plot of this one is that Lupin and his mates have been attacked by hired assassins throughout these OVAs, and the mastermind invites them back to a mysterious island. It's Master Muom. He's an immortal being who's been influencing history, and he invites people to his island to eliminate them, but also whenever he uses assassins to commit to influence history, if they fail or he's done with them, he'll bring them to the island to be eliminated. So the island's full of deranged, sort of genetically altered grunts, and then there's also recent assassins that are failed from the old OVAs that are there to sort of be the boss characters for Goemon and Jigen. Fujiko's kind of reduced to a damsel in distress in this movie. He doesn't get to do much, so that was a little disappointing. But overall, it's got a lot of action. Muom is a beast of a fighter because he's like thousands of years old, so he's basically like a master fighter and super fast, so he's really good at catching bullets and swords and knives, and he brutalizes the crew a lot, and Lupin has to take him out eventually, and there's a lot of twists and stuff. Zenigata's there also. He's chasing Lupin, and his plane is also shot down over the island. So everyone's here, and it's an action-packed story. I like the animation. I'm not too big of a fan of the manga. I haven't read it or any of the series, but I do love the television specials all the way back from the 70s to current day. So this one's definitely for Lupin the III fans for sure. I give Lupin the III Immortal Bloodline a 7.5 out of 10.